Thank you for the introduction. Good afternoon, everybody. I know I am between lunch and my session, so I'll try to see how soon and how quickly can I finish what I wanted to say. I belong to the Mahindra group, and it's a known group. Most of the people sitting here must be aware of that we are the largest tractor manufacturer in the world. And we also produce automobiles. We are also into the farm segment. We also do rural finance. And we also have an IT company called Tech Mahindra, which I belong to. The combination of all of these and the way we started, I first want to give a quick view on how we started in 1986. The British Telecom was looking for a joint venture partner in India to start as a telecom service provider, and they joined Mahindra and Mahindra Group. And that's how the company started. The whole focus was on the telecom industry and how can we serve the industry, and became an IT shop especially for the telecommunication organization. So AT&T, Deutsche Telekom, Vodafone, Airtel, all of them are our customers. After a certain time in 2006, we went for our IPO, which was 73 times oversubscribed. And after that, the analysts started saying that we are a telecom focused company and we should do something more and something else in the IT sector. Then we acquired Mahindra Satyam, which came with all the other verticals, so healthcare, banking and financial sector, utility, all of them became part of our organization. So from a company which was focusing only on telecom, we also became a company which is now focusing on banking and financial, healthcare and all, automotive. With our parent, we started thinking what's next, because the IT services as an industry as a whole is becoming, a commodity. We had to get into the next level. And this is where we went to the next solutions for our industries and the customers. The way you said that we had to give incentives to the end customers. So how can I generate revenue for my customer, which is an enterprise like a bank, so that they can generate more revenue, hence more revenue for us. As a result, we started thinking about a bigger solution for the industry. Part of being part of the Mahindra group, the first one which we worked was on the connected cars. Okay. So like my colleague just said about in the Oracle presentation, that what is required is a sensor, which is going to collect the data, a connectivity, which is going to help to receive the data, and an analytics to see how to utilize that data to create certain reports. And that connected car solution became one of the very famous ones for us. And slowly, now there are cars in India which is now having that kind of solution within there. That was only one of them, but because we were not only into the automotive industry, we are into different industry. The different industry segments started thinking about what can be different solutions for their industry. And what are the real challenges in India and abroad to see what are the kind of solutions. So I look after digital enterprise solutions, which also includes M2M. We found that there is a $300 billion worth of revenue loss because of the farm, the food products getting, the perishable food products unable to, be sold in the market in a proper shape. So we have created, one of the answers to your questions are the farm to fork. So from soil, what is the moisture and the humidity and the temperature of the soil? Is whether you can grow a particular vegetable or a fruit in that or not. How it moves into a warehouse, how it traveled. When you transport bananas from Africa to America, they are not the bananas which we eat, but they are the raw bananas which starts traveling. How to control the temperature and the humidity of the container in which those bananas are traveling is a solution which we have developed. And that is what we call as farm to fork. The amount of revenue wastage, leakage which we will be able to save because of saving that food is approximately $300 billion worth of money in 1 year. That's a solution which we are launching in the Mobile World Congress, which is already in place and which we are doing the trial launches. Similarly, when we started working for connected cars, the next solution for us was how to have a usage-based insurance. How to check the driver's how the driver is using his car. Is he a rash driver? How many times has he skipped the railway lights, traffic lights? How many times he is not following the rules? And that's what my sensor is collecting. And that is the data which is providing to the insurance departments or the car provider. And this is how they are going to say that what is the kind of insurance that should be charged to that particular driver for driving that particular car. And this is where the industry is moving. I have thousands of such examples which we are currently working on, which are machine to machine or digital enterprises, whatever we call them. Another one which I like to mention, because the gentleman sitting here mentioned about the agriculture sector. We have a very good solution for the irrigation sector, which is currently being used by Madhya Pradesh Irrigation Department as well as by the UP Irrigation Department. These departments are currently using this solution of ours, where in the soil, with the rains and then the dams and the canals and the rivers, how much water is there, how much water can be supplied, how the movement of waters into different channels can be managed. And from sitting in a one control room, the irrigation department gentlemen, engineers in UP and in Madhya Pradesh are really trying to work on how to manage the water conservation and water availability into different farms. Currently we are working on, okay, before I talk about the future, I want to talk about the energy management system which we have been able to develop. Okay. Currently, I don't want to name a particular telecom service provider in Europe, which is spending somewhere around, say, €1 billion per annum on their energy consumption. So you have towers, you have offices, you have different places in where you are using energy, the power supply, the light and all. You're using the UPS to ensure that your tower to provide the mobile connectivity to different cells is getting the power. We have an energy management solution by which we have been able to conserve around 15% of their energy utilization in a year. In $1 billion terms, I am saving 150 million euros worth of their cost per annum. This is how we have been able to work, and I have a number of solutions which we have been able to develop in the healthcare industries. A band in your hand can provide to your doctor, is your heart working correctly or not? And that's how the remote patient management is what we call it, is what we are working. And this is how in the government, in the Andhra Pradesh state, we have implemented it, and we are very proud that as on date we have been able to save somewhere around 300,000 lives in that state. These are the kind of solutions and how we have been able to help. The next thing which we are working on right now is on the smart city solutions. Because the way things are going to move, India as a country and will require many more cities to handle the amount of population we have. With the growth happening in cities like Delhi and Mumbai and Calcutta, we will need many more smart cities. And what a smart city will mean: an energy management system, the traffic management system, the parking management system, the healthcare systems. And we are working on all such solutions to have those kind of smart cities developed. Before I just conclude my thoughts, and this is not only the kind of thoughts which are changing as per what services we can provide to our end customers. What is also changing is the commercial models. How are we going to get paid for these kind of solutions? People are not ready to invest on us to create these solutions and implement these solutions. People are looking for service. A farmer needs an SMS to tell him when the rain is going to happen. He is not looking for me to create a complete data center and all these applications. Similarly, the usage-based insurance, the insurance provider is not looking for me to create those sensors. He is looking for only that data. So the commercial is changing from people investing on these solutions to how they can get that only service and pay for only that service. So when I was talking about the energy savings which we have done for a telecom service provider in Europe, which is spending $1 billion, I am not getting paid for the smart meters which I had put on the towers and their offices. I am paid from the 150 million euros which they are saving from it. So the industry is changing. We are also taking risk. We are taking those challenges and going forward and saying, whatever money I'll be able to save for you, I'm going to get a share of it. This is where the M2M or the market is. And the horizon is, there is no, you can keep on thinking about what kind of solutions you can provide, and you can keep on developing them. Any questions? I'll be happy to answer. Thank you very much.